Well, hello, General Hospital recap fans, GH fans. Today's recap is for Cliffhanger Friday. Yeah, okay. They got us going till Monday. Cliffhanger Friday, August the 12th, 2022. Let me get rid of some of the nonsense fluff. Cody, Dante arrest him. Way too much conversation on the people who raised me. I could have been raised on in the big house on the hill, and I even had the wrong last name. Oh my goodness gracious. On and on and on about that. And then we had a lot of conversation between Liesl, Scott, and Britt about it. And um, Liesl's like, well, what does he expect you to do? And Scott's like, I don't know, but bottom line, she would have told me. Dominique and I spent a lot of time together. She would have told me. And it's like, well, maybe she didn't, you know? So Scott ends up going to the PCPD and telling Dante he is not going to press charges. He told Cody, you know what? I could smell a scam a mile away. And he goes, but I don't think you're that. I think you are telling the truth, you know? And so Scott pretty much was like, but look, there's nothing I can do for you. Okay. Hello. And Scott pretty much walks away. He goes, you don't have to thank me. And Cody's like, I wouldn't thank you or whatever. Cody being Cody, that still doesn't mean you're getting your hands on any money. But I will bet you Serena has not spent all of that money. Okay, or Scott has some aside, or maybe who knows? Maybe there was a separate estate that Lucy knows about because there were some great comments that they think Serena would have, Dominique would have told Lucy if she had a son. See, nobody's talked to Lucy yet, so we'll see how they're going to do that. But Cody's not going to stay poor too long. Oh my goodness gracious, boring. And then we had old Britt talking to Britt about finding love, just a bunch of filler stuff. Okay, we finally got to the good stuff. Trina's at General Hospital, and she's talking to Curtis, and she Portia goes to try to get into the room, but before she got there, Jordan was, pretty much questioning Rory's integrity, and not integrity as he's a bad cop, but look, you need to really realize your objectives. Are you too close to this case? Should I not have you here? And Rory's like, no, he's the perfect person because he's not going to let anybody get in and hurt this witness because they do need him to wake up. So Jordan walks away and she's talking to TJ, and Portia tries to get in. And Roy wouldn't let her. He's like, I'm sorry, you're not on the list. But may I ask, why do you want to get in? She goes, I just want to see for myself that, he is coming out. And so she had to pretty much see for herself behind the glass because, look, you still can't examine him. You're not his attending. TJ is the one that can go in and examine him, right? So TJ's talking to Jordan, telling Jordan, what he and Curtis were going to do because there is a way to bring Oz out of that coma faster. It could be risky, but it could be done. And he told her how Jordan stopped it, put a stop to it right away. And that Portia put a stop to it right away. And Jordan was relieved at that. But then Jordan gets a call from Rory and says, you'll never guess who tried to visit Oz that's not on the list. And he says, Dr. Portia Robinson, Trina's mom. And so Jordan is starting to put two and two together that Portia knows how to bring him out of the coma faster. Portia just tried to see him. Curtis and Portia were milling around the room. Jordan knows Curtis, okay, when he's up to something. And so Jordan had been listening to Curtis talking to Trina and just trying to reassure Trina. And she was hearing Portia saying, take my daughter home, just, get her out of GH. She needs to relax. She needs to go home. I will get there as soon as I take care of my patient. And Jordan is like, her heart is hurting for Trina because she truly knows and believes Trina is innocent. Okay. So Jordan gets on the elevator And Jordan is still thinking about, how can I get Portia in that room? Really, that's what she was thinking. How can I get Portia in that room? So Jordan does the diversion. She pulls the alarm on the elevator door. Now we got security, we got the guards, running. Somebody stuck in the elevator. Somebody stuck in the elevator. And in my mind, I'm thinking, since when is that like cop detail? Somebody stuck in the elevator. Isn't that maintenance? Hospital maintenance would be the one to work on the elevator? Unless they're trying to see maybe if somebody's hurt, but wouldn't the doctors need to be there to see? But Rory's like, I'm coming with you. So of course he leaves the room unguarded, and that gives Portia the opportunity she needs to slip in. So she slips in the room and she gets over to Oz's bedside, and now she's ready to slip Oz the medication. That's where they left us hanging. Okay. What do you think? I think Oz is going to start waking up on his own. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think they're going to have Portia Robinson cross that line. I really don't. Okay, if they do, I see why they did, because she wants her daughter, she wants to get this information, but I just don't think they're going to have her do that, because her life as a doctor is going to be different, even within herself. She's going to always know that she crossed the line. And someone like Portia is going to have a hard time living with that type of information. So to me, there wasn't too much more. They're really stretching this out. And oh my goodness, at this rate, is it going to be next Friday that we find out? They are dragging this out like there is no tomorrow. We have yet to see Sasha. She was supposed to have been arraigned. I mean, nothing. So anyway, let's go to comment corner. I answered a lot of comments this morning. I personally replied, and for some reason, my YouTube is not showing me those comments that I answered, and I answered them. Actually, I was on my cell phone answering them. So I don't know if it kind of sent them into a different place. But the ones that are still here, let's talk a bit about them. This is from Susan. Susan said, today's episode, it was a death. She liked it. It was a cliffhanger. Portia's about to do something. Yes, she is. And Jordan closes the elevator doors and pulls the stop, causing the alarm. Yes, she does. And that's what gave Portia that opportunity to get into the room. Dante was asking Cody if it's Scott you're mad at, or is it your mother? And then, of course, Scotty went down to the police station and, pretty much said he was not going to press charges against Cody. And then Susan says Trina is on edge about the verdict. Yes, she is, because look, they're dragging this out. And TJ reminds her that her friend stood up for her, and that, look, Esme is nowhere to be found. And then Ron says Joss is full of double standards. She's easily influenced by Michael. And yet down that she's beginning to see her mother's point, that no matter what he did, his children will come first, meaning Sonny. Sonny's children will come first with him. So she has a thick head, but in the long run, he feels Jocelyn will come around to Sonny. Like I said, Jocelyn's hated Sonny before when he had Jax deported. She got over that. And then we have Ty says the episode with Nina, Sonny, and I guess Smokes was Tuesday. So this weekend I'm going right back to Tuesday's episode and rewatching it, because I want to see that exchange. And then, yes, Anita was right that Nicholas was the first call when he got arrested, and that jogged my memory. He did. He called and he goes, Father, I've been arrested. Will you come? I remember him saying that, and Nicholas was there. You're right. Nicholas just there that one and only time. And then Nicholas decided which was the best thing. You got Spencer's lawyer. You got Martin on the case. Uh, excuse me, I got a little tickle in my throat here. And Sandy overall says GH is like a thumbs down. It's been awful this week. She's hoping Thursday and Friday will be better, are better, but guess what? They really weren't. Because well, today was pretty good. Today was pretty good. I have to admit that. So that is all the comments that I am being shown right now on my YouTube. If the others pop back up, but I did reply to them. So they're going to be in the thread of the video, my replies. So you can see them there, but some good conversation, some good talk. We had people telling me that Maxie, of course, yes, she and Spinelli, they did commit to each other in a non-conventional sort of way. They had their non-marriage because Mac was adamantly against the two. You're right, 100% right. I remember that silly little non-marriage. But in overall, Max and Spinelli are not compatible. The most compatible person to Spinelli was Ellie to me. She was just adorable. And they thought alike. And that's what I liked about Ellie and Spinelli. That's exactly what I liked about Ellie and Spinelli. So let's see what Monday has to bring on General Hospital. Let's do a little trivia. I came up with some trivia thoughts for General Hospital, and let's do just a little bit of trivia. I want to do who's the baby mama or daddy? You know, who? How many baby mamas did Sonny have and who are they? How many baby mamas did Sonny Carithos have and who are they? How many baby daddies does Elizabeth have and who are they? Who were and are they? And the next number 3, how many baby daddies did Alexis have and who are they? See, we got some baby mama, baby daddies going on, but we got way more how many baby daddies? The next one, how many baby daddies did Carly have and who are they? Okay, so number 1, how many baby mamas did Sonny have and who are they? Number 2, how many baby daddies did Elizabeth have? Who are they? Number 3, how many baby daddies did Alexis have and who are they? Number 4, how many baby daddies did Carly have and who are they? So let's throw a little trivia in. Let's see what y'all come up with over the weekend. Let's have a little fun. And I will be back on Monday with Monday's daily recap for General Hospital.